them apart. Gotta tear that ship apart.
Alright, well, I don't know or care how to fight in this thing, so we're gonna jump over. So Nisoi is like my main outpost. I was actually having a problem where for some reason I can't... Oh, can I... Oh, hold on. Do I have to... I need to be able to jump here, game. What the fuck are you talking about? There we go. For some reason, the game really didn't like that. The game really didn't want to see the Will-O-Wisp on one of those smaller. Oh, you can only on one of the smaller landing pads. So I had to build the landing pad with Shipbuilder in order for it to show up, which doesn't make any fucking sense because, you know, as I will show you in a hot minute here. The Will-O-Wisp is 33 meters, so there is absolutely no goddamn reason why it shouldn't be showing up. Yeah, I don't know. Also, by the way, I need to check here. So, what the fuck happened? Oh, Betty Hauser. I've got Betty Hauser. I've got Marika. I've got Omari. So, wait, do those temporary companions, do they just, like, disappear forever? That's dumb as fuck. What? There is also, like, a lot about the companion system that I'm like, I really wish it worked differently. I really wish it was like... there was some, like, thing where you actually had to worry about paying them every, you know, month or week or whatever. That'd be really good. But Bohr-II, I also don't know how it's actually pronounced, but Bohr-II is gonna take a while. Oh, I didn't realize just how much Bohr-II was ocean. Also, nothing on the oceans. It's always fun to land on the... It's always fun, I feel, to land on the... these little islands, even though they never actually really are treated as islands. Then sometimes you're clearly clicking on land, and then it treats it as if you weren't. Let's go here. When I think of fun or planets that I'd like to live on, lower gravity, obviously breathable atmosphere, and then things with weird trees. Not to say that this is necessarily weird, but oh dude, I've been watching Ahsoka. I've only gotten to episode 4. Well, kind of gotten to episode 4, let's say. I'll explain in a hot second here. Oh, so it's a difficult kind of thing here. I've got my wall of guns. And I think actually it doesn't really like the AR here. I'm gonna put this here just because, yeah, I don't know why it does that. And for this particular one as well. How much did I have here? Oh, I think I should also probably put the other thing away. don't really have that many for that. Ooh. I do have a lot of Kraken ammo. So that's nice. Yeah, let's... I kind of have this organized in a decent way, but it's gonna have to just fall by the wayside at some point here. I think also Deadeye and an advanced mag. I actually have some advanced mag storms with depleted uranium rounds, and like, I'm like, wait a minute, when did I get multiple? When did I get multiple mag storms with depleted uranium rounds? What? I just found these randomly? How does that happen? But somehow that happens, so. Oh, you know, also, I do like the fact that they have the ladder, but it is also not necessarily the, you know, I'd rather just jump and have it be faster. I also still really like the fact that I can have the docker there, although I'm always going to have it confused for the landing bay. Okay, so Nebula Weed. Ooh, what is this? Toxin? Oh, Toxin, okay. Yeah, so I've already been here, I've already scanned a little bit of stuff. I can't remember, I think I scanned the birds. No, I didn't. But, yeah. It does seem like a really... Oh, okay, sorry, so, Ahsoka. So, we have a Roku, and I've been watching... that's how I've been trying to watch the stuff. The Roku it's this annoying fucking thing. For one thing, it was like, oh, you are connected to the internet, and for some reason I thought it was going to be a really complicated thing. To fix it, but it was in fact very much not. Wow, this is I was not expecting these guys to be quite so chill. There we go. Can't really pick anything up. Anyway. But yeah, so for one thing, it did that, which, again, like, it turned out to actually be nothing, so it's fine. But now it's doing a thing where it will load the UI just fine. It'll load the UI just fine, but then it won't load any of the actual video files properly, so it'll play them. It will play the videos, except that it's just a black screen. Also, this is has the legendary effect extended mag, so I built a Kadama up in this same way, and then I found an advanced one with an extended mag, and, like, you know, I'm trying to avoid I'm trying to avoid legendaries as much as possible, I guess. Again, like, there are some that are really cool and really interesting and really fun, but, like, it feels like there's not necessarily a lot. And I feel like Space Adept is just, hey, this gun sucks. I don't think that's what they were going for when they made it. But it's just, there's not enough space combat to justify that at all. So, like, yeah. I should have probably been running in the direction of the structure. Like, look! The coast is gonna, like... But it was a chemical water, right? The ocean was chemical, so, like... It would not be good to swim in. But that's one of the... That is one thing that is, like, oh, this is... There's a lot of planets that don't have, like... You know, swimmable bodies of oceans. Like, I don't even know if H2O is actually on the planet. I mean, presumably, but... Oh, yes. And I haven't found iron, of all things. Interesting. It's also actually weird, because I think I mentioned before, so in Nisoi there was fish. There were fish that, and actually also, just because, like, I paused the game and that happened. Just to, like, that's what they look like. Occasionally they'll, like, spawn on shore. I think they spawn on shore and they're not actually supposed to, but... I think actually I might be in the ocean biome right now, so it's gonna say biome complete. But there is still stuff to scan. Oh yeah, and I just crossed over back into the thing, which is definitely a very interesting thing, right? Oh, also that's one thing. So, you know, for one thing, there's like the sort of inorganic materials like iron and copper and stuff that you need to get. But there's also rarer materials, which I guess are also inorganic, but things that, well, there are some organic ones actually. You can get polymer from trees, which sounds weird, but like you can get like polymer, sealant, you know, stuff like that. You can get that from plants and animals, although there's an achievement, life begets life, or life begets life, where you need to pick up 500 inorganic materials. But the thing it doesn't tell you is that animals don't count, and it has to be 500 of the same resource. I don't know if it has to be harvested from the same source, or from, like, the same plant. So, like, if I go and have a jagged leaf thing that gives me fiber, or whatever, on Nisoi, but then I find another jagged leaf plant, it needs to be 500 from... the jagged leaf plant on Nisoi, and it can't be like a mixture of two or whatever. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, that's one of the achievements that's like, oh my god, this is gonna be great. This is a really fucking beautiful planet though, and it's like at the edge. It's just at the edge. Now also, naturally, I can't actually farm those, or, you know, I can't harvest those dudes without hunting them. But that's a good source for polymer. And what do these guys have? Aromatics. And I think twist fins are also on Nisoi, and they give something different, which is also interesting. And what do these guys... What do the birds... And also, these birds look cool. Bohr is like... I had to admit, like, every system has something that is really kind of cool. Pigment, okay. What was that? I was, like, doing a Superman pose. Oh! Look at that. Also, what were these guys? They're wary. Okay, cool. What are you doing? Well, you're giving me a really good look at you. That's what you're doing. I really like the split tail sort of thing. One thing I'd love to do, right, is have like wings that were like segmented, so you could attach like, you could have a wing, and then like an engine or a lander, and then another wing. Not to say, well, or, you know, there's something like that. Or the main body, the main fuselage of a ship, and then a lander, and then a wing. Which, technically you can do that, now that I say that. But yeah. I don't know. I also like... Oh my god, this is fucking just beautiful though, holy shit. Yeah, I don't know actually. That is the thing about like sort of natural beauty. I don't know if I would... I mean, I did literally just say this was beautiful, but also like... Now that I'm thinking more about like... I'm not really hit necessarily with the, oh, this is a beautiful piece of scenery. But like, this is just like, oh my god, this is cool. Like, I mean, it is definitely picturesque. And it probably was more picturesque from the top, but I'm going to take a picture on this ledge. Can also give me a moment to talk about photo mode. Because photo mode, I mean, like, every game has to have photo mode now, right? Like, it's not a bad thing, definitely, but, you know, it is an interesting thing. Oh, what was it, V? Yeah. The one thing, I think, saturation all the way up. Oh yeah, contrast a little bit up. Put grunge on, you know, let's turn it down a little bit. And field scope. And then forget which button is the take picture button. But also, well, I don't know. I also just made this planet look so much more alive by just upping the saturation. It's also a really funny thing, actually, with saturation. Sorry, so one of the things I don't like about photo mode is that, like in Cyberpunk, you can modify your rotation, and you have a lot more poses. I don't know if there's something you have to do to unlock more poses, but there's a lot more poses in like Cyberpunk. Like, just, there's not really like, hey, I want to point my weapon at something, you know? But yeah. Which is a real damn shame, because like, Cyberpunk, something like Cyberpunk, I mean, there's like moments, certainly, where photo mode's good and fun, but like, this is a game with like, exploration is a huge thing, and one of the things you like really should have for an exploration game is photo mode, to like, capture those moments, or capture those epic things. And it does, I would say probably it does fail a little bit in that. Mods will definitely, you know, come in and help that, but... Ooh. Oh, hey! Ryujin... I'm sorry, what? Oh. I thought it said geophage for a second. I was like, what? Okay, so these people just like got lined up and shot. Not going through a pile of shit to pick stuff up. yeah, but I don't know. I definitely, there's a lot of things I wish this game did. I'd love to see, like, I don't know. Again, I think I mentioned it before, but just because I need to mention it, the more I talk about it, the more chances that something cool like it is actually going to happen. Also, there's another ship landing somewhere. What the hell? I swear, if you take off, we're gonna have words. If they take off, that's fine, but also just be silly. Also, I really do like... Somebody was... I had my opinion of automatic weapons colored because somebody just pointed out that, like, yeah, you really should just have... You really should just get the, You really should just get the semi-automatic weapons because they just do more damage. And, like, maybe that's true, but I find this fun. Or I find the automatic weapons fun. Yeah, maybe they don't do, like, more damage, but, some weapons should always be full auto, some weapons should be semi-auto. And, like, you know, if we're gonna have a conversation and we're gonna disagree about which ones should be full auto and semi-auto, that's fine. I don't care. Do whatever you like. I think we're pretty much okay on this, so we're gonna take this ship and then land it somewhere else, because I always want more ships. I can never have enough ships. Alright, so what was... Oh, also, by the way, I guess, new data. That's cool. So, deciduous forests are almost done. Mountains are... Probably? I am... okay on... Oh, we're making pretty decent time, actually. Let's take a look here. Alright. Oh, you know, there's also a really weird thing. Whenever I get... Well, for one thing, whenever you get new ships and you, like, switch back, your power settings are always changed around, which, you know, that's fine. That's not really that big of a problem. It's kind of annoying, but it's... I mean, what do you expect, right? I just wish you could, like, change those settings when you were landed. That would be, like, the... You know, that's fine, that's fine. It would be better if they just were saved. And I think you can do that? Might be able to do that, I'm not sure. But, you know... But yeah, oh my god, adhesive? I don't know if I can actually use that, or if I can actually farm that, but holy shit. And also sealant. Just gonna mention, like, holy shit, dude. No, can't, damn. I don't understand why there's so many plants where you just can't do stuff like that, but it's whatever. There is a plant somewhere, or a species, that one of the resources they give is, one of the things they give is sealant or adhesive, or, you know, or whatever you need, and, you know, you can farm it. I guarantee you, somewhere, you can farm it, and if you're gonna base, like, if you're going to be like, hey, I want to make, if you're going to base, like, where you want to set up outposts based off of resources, which is very, reasonable, absolutely, do it based off of what resources, the flora and fauna have, and not what sort of materials they have, because you will find places that have like titanium and iron and stuff, but it's going to be a much harder thing to it'll be much harder to find, it'll be much easier to find even like titanium. Eridani. I can't remember which planet exactly, but there's a planet in Eridani. I think it's a moon with no life that has titanium on it. There you go. And there's a bunch of other places, like, but you know, like iron, copper, aluminum, you're gonna find in pretty much every system. They might not be in the same planet, but you know, you will find them pretty easily. What did you... oh, right. Aromatics. Overall, this is also pretty cool. Like, I just want to, like... I don't know. It'd be cool to just see somebody have, you know, make quest mods. I don't know, it'd just be cool to, like, it's just, there's so much room for imagination of, like, you see this system and you're like, oh my god, okay, I want to make a quest mod for this system. You know, I feel like that's how I would approach it anyway. You know, but, yeah. Again, if there is a chance that I'm going to miss something, I might not necessarily, you know, 100% the planet in, or 100% the survey within this episode. I'm not saying that that's exactly what's going to happen, but it's looking like that might happen. It's a solid possibility at this point. Also, I don't think I'm gonna get whether I can... reproduction spores. I don't know if there's any, like, hint of, like, oh, if it has reproduction spores, that means you're probably not gonna be able to. Outpost production, oh my god, yes! Adhesive! Adhesive! Oh my god. Okay, Bohr-II is, like... again... outposts for the flora and fauna resources, not the resources. Although, I mean, if you want to build an outpost that's like a dream house, well, if you want to build an outpost that's like a dream house, good fucking luck, because, like, the outpost modules I find are not necessarily... I don't know, I wouldn't say they're, like... I mean, they are cool, they are interesting, but they're not, like, super amazing, right? Also, they're just, like, a crater. It might be a feature. Also, a little frozen lake here. Or frozen river, excuse me. Sunken Grove. Oh, and like this sort of a location. Oh, and I can't put an outpost here? Oh, that sucks. This is a really cool thing. Well, that's fine. I'm not, like, in danger. Okay, cool. Let's, go somewhere else. Resources. It doesn't really matter. Oh, deciduous forest! Didn't actually complete it, huh? Oh well. That's fine. Oh, I was also mentioning, for ships, for the Will-O-Wisp, I got a pneumatic fusion, the thing that gives you extra reactor power. So yeah, it just like randomly swaps around my power settings. Like I max out shields. Like I max out shields and weapons, and then, you know, leave a little bit, and then, you know, like it sort of like takes stuff away from reactor. But like it literally takes stuff away from shields when it's like super disadvantageous for it to do that, because it's like, oh shit, I'm in combat, wait a minute, why are my shields at 80 instead of 100? Oh, because the game just decided I shouldn't have 100, or shouldn't have full power to shields for no apparent reason, even though I did have it before I jumped into the system, and like I didn't even have a chance to change it before I got into combat. Oh, that's fun. So I don't know, it could also be a bug that they're gonna fix. That is possible. But yeah. I gotta admit though, dude, like, I don't know, red leaves are really nice. I mean, like, that's a thing that exists in the real world. So, like, this is not, like, this scenery could theoretically exist on Earth, I guess, but, like, yeah, you know, it's whatever. Also, I guess I should, I don't know, should give a little bit of opportunity if anyone wants to, comment their favorite planet or archetype or whatever. Go ahead. Do it. Oh, right, I remember. I saw one of these the first time I landed here, and I, like, skipped over it because I was like, oh, yep, this is a thing I should probably save. I'm not seeing the oh, there's one thing of fauna I need to find. Cool. Most living things prolonged infection, so like the infected disease biosphere. Infected grove. Fun. Alright, so there's one thing that lives here that I haven't found. It's probably going to be a little critter. Kinda wonder if there is any life that could exclusively exist in caves. Like I thought was the thing that was happening with Nisoi, but wasn't. You know, honestly, like, I definitely have enough time that if I ended it right now, I would have enough for another... to go to another planet. See, the only thing is... By the way, like... for one thing, let's just take a quick look. Right? That's kind of... Yeah, that's kind of interesting. There are little things you got going on. Get a little box just sits. Oh yeah. And again. Ooh, that kind of does look nice. What does grunge look like? Oh no, that's no. We gotta go with like, yeah, dusty is definitely better. Like, I'm not missing anything, right? Like, I have seen... I've only seen 5... Okay, there we go. Like I said. Little critters. And of course, I just need one more. How silly. But yeah, no, I think the biggest thing I want to see... I think the biggest thing I want to see is, like, just villages. Villages I can go to and fro. Villages I can go to and fro on a ground vehicle. Maybe, like, some sort of, you know, extend the range of... I don't know. It feels like you could probably genuinely make even just one tile. Like, it would be a very limited thing, but you could probably have like a, you know, spend a while just doing things in on one planet tile and just like still have like an enjoyable, even like maybe 4-hour play session. You know? Theoretically. I mean, like... Or at the very least, it could be an interesting extended stay sort of experience. I don't know. Even if there was a little bit of just like, because I think there's a line with like walkathons or sort of like delivery missions or something like really simple. Like just sort of chilling and like watching the scenery is cool up until a point where like just walking the whole damn distance just seems really tedious, but if it was like in a ground vehicle and it took half as long, then it would be like so enjoyable that it's like there's no way this would be terrible. Okay. But yeah, I think if there is any one problem... Oh, by the way, also, since I have the survey data, Since I did the New Game Plus, my survey data, I haven't sold any bit of survey data, so I can actually collect all of the survey data and hoard it and then wait till after to sell it. Yeah, I was gonna say a thing, and then we found the thing, and we 100%ed the planet, so... yeah. I'm gonna have to go and get my ship back, but that's also perfectly fine. So... yeah, until next time, have a good day, great day even. Chowskis.